ஒரு பொருளாதார வளர்ச்சிக்கு சட்டம் எவ்வளோ அவசியம் என்பது மிக சிறப்பாக விளக்குவதற்காக வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த தலைமை பொறுப்பேற்றுள்ள ஆனரபிள் ஜஸ்டிஸ் விமலா அவர்களிடம் இந்த அமர்வை நடத்தி கொடுக்குமாறு அன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன்.
சாதலிலும் தமிழ் படித்து சாக வேண்டும், எந்தன் சாம்பலிலும் தமிழ் மணந்து வேக வேண்டும் என்று தமிழின் பெருமையை தமிழர்கள் உரக்க சொல்லிக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற நேரம், ஆளப்போரான் தமிழன் என்று தமிழன் மீது நம்பிக்கை வைத்து உலகத் தமிழர்கள் மத்தியில் தமிழர்கள் ஆட்சி நடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள் என்பதை நிரூபித்து கொண்டிருக்கிற காலகட்டத்தில் இந்த விழா ஏற்பாடு செய்யப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த விழாவில் என்னுடன் உரையாற்றுவதற்கு வந்திருக்கின்ற திரு மோகன் பராசரன் அவர்களே, டாக்டர் தியாகராஜன் அவர்களே, திரு சங்கரன் அவர்களே, டாக்டர் ஏஎன் புருஷோத்தம் அவர்களே, இங்கு திரளாக வந்திருக்கின்ற பொருளாதார மேதைகளே, உங்கள் அனைவரையும் மீண்டும் ஒரு முறை நான் வணங்கி மகிழ்கின்றேன். ஆஃப்டர்நூனில் தூக்கம் வந்தால் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? கதை கேட்கலாமா? கதை கேட்டால் இன்னும் தூக்கம் வருமா, தூக்கம் போகுமா அப்படின்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. பட் ஒரு சைக்காலஜிஸ்ட் என்ன சொல்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா, கை தட்டினா தூக்கம் போகும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. நம்ம நல்ல ஒரு மார்கழி மாதம் மதி நிறைந்த நன்னாள்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. எல்லாம் ரொம்ப நல்லா நேத்திலேருந்து ஆரம்பித்து ரொம்ப சிறப்பாக நடந்துக்கிட்டு இருக்கு. ஒரு இசையோடு நம்மளும் அதை செய்யலாம், கை தட்டுறதையும். வெரி குட், வெரி குட், வெரி வெரி குட். ஐ வில் ரிப்பீட், யூ வில் டூ தட். அதுக்கு ஒரு காரணம் இருக்குது, நான் சொல்கிறேன். வெரி குட், வெரி குட், வெரி வெரி குட். என்ன காரணம் இதுக்குன்னா, தூங்காமல் இருக்கிறதுக்கு இல்லை. தூங்காமல் இருக்கிறவங்க மட்டும்தான் இங்கே வந்திருக்கீங்க. தூங்குறவங்கன்னா இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸுக்கு நீங்கள் வந்திருக்க மாட்டீங்க. அது இல்லை அர்த்தம். என்னென்னா, கையிலுட இந்த 10 விரல்களிலும் தான் எல்லா உணர்ச்சி நரம்புகளும் முடிகின்றன. நீங்கள் கை தட்டும் பொழுது அந்த உணர்ச்சி நரம்புகள் தூண்டப்பட்டு, இரத்த ஓட்டம் தூண்டப்பட்டு உங்களுடைய உடல்நிலை மிக நன்றாக ஆகின்றது. இப்போ கை தட்டுறது மூலமாக ஒரு எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன், யூ ஹவ் மேட் யுவர் செல்ஃப் ஹெல்த்தி அண்ட் ஹாப்பி. அதுக்காக தான் இந்த கைத்தட்டல். இப்போது அடுத்து நம்ம டாப்பிக்கு வந்துடலாம். இட் இஸ் ஜான் எஃப் கன்னடி who said, geography has made neighbors, history has made friends, economics has made partners, necessity has made allies. Those whom God has joined together, let no man put asunder. Let no man put asunder. This is a man, Dr. Sampath, who has said, we will not put people into pieces, we will not do fragmentation, instead we will do unification. This is the place where every part of the country, every part of the world has been united. We stand united. Together we are going to achieve more. Let us congratulate Advocate Sampath for having made this a great job single-handedly. This function is being organized at a time we are celebrating Mahatma Gandhiji's 150th year of the birth. I was just wondering how he selected this function like this. It was commemorated in India as Gandhi Jayanti, but it is worldwide celebrated as International Day of Non-Violence. We are proud that a leader of India is the leader of the whole world. Therefore, we are celebrating the birth of Mahatma Gandhiji as a world citizens today. I congratulate all of you for this wonderful opportunity. தமிழில் ஒரு வார்த்தை உண்டு, தமிழில் திருக்குறளில் பொருள், தட் இஸ் எக்கனாமிக் இண்டிபெண்டன்ஸ் இஸ் ஹவு இட் இஸ் நெசசரின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அருள் இல்லார்க்கு அவ்வுலகம் இல்லை, பொருள் இல்லார்க்கு இவ்வுலகம் இல்லாகி யாங்கு. இதை விட 2 வரியில் எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட்டு எவ்வளவு அவசியம்னு யாராலையும் சொல்ல முடியாது. ஆயிரக்கணக்கான வருஷங்களுக்கு முன்னதாகவே ஒரு தமிழன் சொல்லிவிட்டு போயிருக்கிறான் எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட்னா என்ன, எக்கனாமிக் டெவலப்மெண்ட் இல்லைன்னா நம்ம எங்கே இருப்போம் அப்படிங்கிறத. அதில் மகாத்மா காந்தியை பற்றி நம்ம பேசும்போது மகாத்மா காந்தி ரெண்டு விஷயந்தான் சொல்லிட்டு போயிருக்கார். ஒன்று, உங்கள் மண்ணுக்கு தகுதியான ஒரு தொழிலை நீங்கள் தேர்ந்தெடுங்கள், தொழிலில் வளர்ச்சி பெறுவீர்கள். என்னன்னா, யாரிடமும் கையேந்தாமல் விவசாயியால் ஏற்கலப்பை பிடித்து வாழ முடியும். ஆனால் விவசாயியிடம் கையேந்தாமல் யாராலும் உயிர் வாழ முடியாது. நீங்கள் யார்கிட்டையும் கையேந்தாமல் விவசாயிகிட்ட போய் கையேந்தாமல் நம்முடைய வாழ்க்கை இல்லை. ஆனால் இன்றைக்கி விவசாயி எங்கே இருக்கான்? அட்லீஸ்ட் உயிரோடு இருக்கானா? இந்திய மக்களினுடைய 66% மக்களினுடைய தொழில் விவசாயம். ஆனால் விவசாயத்தை நம்ம கண்டுக்கவே இல்லை. அதை தான் ஒரு புலவர் சொல்லுகின்றார், உணவு இல்லாத மனிதன் செத்து போவதை நாங்கள் பார்த்திருக்கிறோம், ஆனால் உணவை தருகின்ற மனிதனே செத்து போகின்ற அவலத்தை நாம் எங்காவது பார்த்திருக்கிறோமா? அதான் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. இந்த விவசாயத்துக்கு நம்ம முன்னுரிமை கொடுக்க வேண்டிய தருணத்தை சிந்தித்து பார்க்க வேண்டிய ஒரு நேரம் என்றே தான் நான் யோசிக்கின்றேன். இப்போது இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் மானிட்டரி ஃபண்ட் has released a statement saying there is decline in the economics throughout the world for a period of past 10 years and it is time for you to act to ensure there is economic development. This is a statement of International Monetary Fund. And especially, but yesterday Tamil Nadu Minister M.C. Sampath has presented how Tamil Nadu itself is improving, though there is a decline in the world economy. It is the best time to visit Tamil Nadu because everywhere you will hear music and dance in the month of Margazhi. God seems to have told the world that மாதங்களில் நான் மார்கழியாக இருக்கிறேன். That means among all the months, I claim that I am the month of Margazhi. That is a special month and you are all here and it is very nice to see all of you here. Who is an economist, first of all? What is economic development? What is economics? What is economic development? What is the difference between economic growth and economic development? And in the event of the economic development is possible, how it is made possible by law? Whether law really contributes for the economic development and to what extent it contributes, or what extent there should be a change in the law to have economic development. These are all the issues that are very relevant for our discussion today. A student was asking the teacher, he don't understand economics at all. The teacher gave a very crude example for the understanding of the student, but I felt I myself have understood economics only after going through that conversation. The teacher explained the economics like this. The donkey was very hungry. To satisfy and to thirst, a 100 rupee note was given. After taking this 100 rupee note, in 1 second, the donkey felt more hungry. It was not able to do anything. And thereafter, it was started kicking those who are going and coming back because the hunger has been induced more. Then somebody came there and asked them, are we all fools? Instead of giving a 100 rupee one note to him, you could have purchased rolls of paper out of that 100 rupee and you have provided abundant food for the donkey so that the donkey's hunger is taken away. That is how you should think of plan. You should plan your economy and develop your economy, and you need not have spent 100 rupees at all. If your 10 rupees paper is enough for the donkey, you should have saved another 90 rupees. Saving is also an economic development. Investment is an economic development. And that is how you are able to explain it in very simple terms. But I was just wondering how he selected this topic. Mr. Sampath will appear to be a very simple man but capable of doing magnificent things. The topic is also like that. When we talk of law and economic development, we should talk of rule of law. And we talk of economic development, we should talk about sustainable economic development. Not the mere economic development, it is sustainable economic development. Only then the topic would be complete. And it is appeared to be a very simple topic, but it is a very complicated topic. Once there was a mathematician, an accountant, and an economist. All together went for an interview. Question was very simple question that was asked. What is 2 plus 2? Mathematician told it is 4. The interviewer was asking whether he is sure about it. He said, certainly it is 4. Then it was a turn of accountant. Accountant tell maybe it is average 4, because we should always consider 10% more or 10% less. That was his answer. Last came the turn of economist. Immediately he went and closed the door and shut the windows and took by the seat of the interviewer and asked him, how much you want it to be? That is the role of economist. How much you want it to be? I consider honestly each and every one of you here to be an economist for this whole world, because you have taken keen interest in coming and attending this conference. I welcome all the economists here. Then coming to law, all the legal luminaries, I have heard them in the court, and very tough arguments, very tough to answer. And you must be knowing that recent Ayodhya case, Mr. Mohan Parasaran's father Parasaran argued the case at the age of 94, I believe, if I am correct. It is 94. Tyagarajan, very ferocious fighters. And these lawyers we have seen, but what is law? What is the function of law? Mainly 2 things. Number 1, law and order, maintenance of law and order. If there is no law and order, nobody can be peaceful. Just incidentally, afternoon session, you will be feeling sleepy, therefore I am telling this. Once there was a competition on this, conducted by Oxford University Press. The question was this: how do you represent in one sentence peacefulness, calmness, and happiness? This is the question. That was a challenge. After the competition was over, you know who got the prize and what it was written? One sentence. Could you imagine? That one sentence was written by a person. That one sentence is, my wife is sleeping. That is how. But if wife is not sleeping and fighting, that means there is no economy for the family. Economic needs of the family is not taken care of. If that is taken care of, wife sleeping may not be a good happiness for the husband. Incidentally, just I was telling this. The second function of law is to make people aware of their rights and responsibilities. It predefines everything. If the rights and responsibilities are defined, rights and liabilities are taken care of, right is protected, and exploitation is prevented, the law will provide every opportunity for all of us to do our duty. And especially after this globalization, lot of emerging issues, amalgamation of companies, multinational corporations coming into existence, whether it is the existence of law or it is the enforcement of law, that is a problem. In India, it is said the real problem for a person commences only after obtaining a degree. That means execution is difficult than getting an order from the court. There is also another criticism that there is a delay in the disposal of cases. Delay is anti-democratic for the business development. Business people always very alert and quick, always expect speedy disposal, and therefore if any delay is there, it naturally affects their prospects. If the law protects your private rights, say for example a tenancy right. If a person doing a small business, if that eviction process takes a long place, he may not know how to run the family, how to run the business, whether he would be evicted or will not be evicted, whether there is any predictable result, whether he can predict that he will, if he go to the court of law, he will succeed or not. The obligation of a legal profession is to serve as healers of human conflict. These human conflict, these 4 lawyers as human healers, and lot of lawyers in front of me serving as human healers, human conflict, they are all provide mechanism. But how that mechanism should be is explained by the Honorable Justice Warren Burger from US Supreme Court. He speaks like this: we should provide mechanism that can produce an acceptable result within a shortest possible time with least possible expenses with minimum stress on the participants. How many of you feel minimum stress when you go to a court of law? We see only the maximum stress on participants, not the minimum, certainly. And what is the mechanism we have? Now we are living in a very interesting times. The law provides for alternate dispute resolution mechanism that is coming in place. Recently, I had been to Singapore, where Singapore hosted convention on mediation. On behalf of the United Nations, the convention has been introduced, under which those signatories of the countries have accepted that certain type of litigation must go through this alternate dispute mechanism before entering into a court of law. How beautiful it is. Because when you go to a court, judgment is imposed on you. When you take a decision in an alternate dispute resolution mechanism, it is by consent. Whatever you want, you will get it. What else we need? We do not want any judgment to be imposed on us unless it is otherwise unavoidable. Wherever it is avoidable, you can get a judgment by yourself. When we talk about this economic growth and economic development, if time permits, I will talk further, because a lot of legal luminaries, they will be presenting more on this topic. I would like to talk on this difference between economic growth and economic development, how this economic growth is not contributing for the economic development because of concentration of wealth, and there is no equitable distribution of wealth. The main important thing that I wanted to stress upon this August gathering is that we talk of GDP, everything. Whether this GDP has contributed for the quality of life. What is the kind of quality of life we are living? Those who are in the IT field have got an oxygen park. Once we wanted to purchase water, we never believed that we have to go and buy water. But this is happening. Even if you go to a hotel to take food, we have to buy water first, then only the food. That day has already arrived. In South Africa, 0 day has been announced. There is no water. And if water is used beyond a particular quantity, that is a punishable offense. That is a South African law. That may not, days are not too far. India will also have to have that law, because there is shortage of water already. Because of shortage of water, everything starting from production, the business activity, the economic development that we are talking about is not going to happen. Carbon emission we are not able to control. Recently, there is a conference in UN where Greta Thunberg has spoken about, and I would like to quote her. You have stolen my dreams and my childhood. You please, everybody will enjoy every word of her. She is a 14-year-old girl from Sweden. If YouTube gives that talk, all of you kindly go through that talk. We will have wonderful waking up. Wonderful, wonderful speech I have ever heard. This is her words. I quote, "You have stolen my dreams and my childhood. With your empty words, people are suffering, people are dying, entire ecosystem is collapsing. We are in the beginning of mass extinction. We are in the beginning of mass extinction, and all of you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? The world is waking up and change is coming, whether you like it or not. I repeat, whether you like it or not, change is going to come. That change should not be mass extinction. Mass happiness should be the product of this economic development. And once again, I congratulate the wisdom of Mr. Sampath in having chosen this topic, and I would invite my colleagues to present. If time permits, at the end of it, I'll say a few words about this economic development and economic growth. Thank you very much.